Hello, my name is Davina Long, and I'm a student at the School of Education in Liberty University. Today, I'll be talking with you about the GI Bill, particularly a brief history of it, as well as its policies and benefits. So, the GI Bill was first passed after World War II. President Roosevelt was the one who passed it, and he felt the need to support veterans by preventing economic turmoil and expanding the middle class. History had shown that after World War One, many soldiers could not make ends meet, even with the help from government programs. And one of the major goals of the GI Bill was to avoid another depression. And by the end of World War II, there were over 15 million veterans who would be eligible for the benefits. And it's estimated that for every $1 spent under the GI Bill, the economy got $7 back. So, although the Service Members Readjustment Act of 1944 expired in 1956, the term GI Bill refers to legislation that has created programs for veterans ever since then. In 1956, 7.8 out of 16 million World War II veterans were still able to participate in programs under the GI Bill. And then this program gave veterans $500 who wished to continue their education in college, and they also received a cost of living stipend. As a result, in 1947, almost 49% of college admissions were veterans. And these benefits also included home loans, job counseling, employment services, and tuition assistance for honorably discharged veterans. And the idea was that those who served would gain educational and employment opportunities after serving their country. So the Montgomery GI Bill was proposed in 1984. It ensured that veterans of the Vietnam War could receive higher education benefits. This version of the GI Bill is smaller. It also provided benefits for the first time to members of the Selected Reserve. So the post 9/11 GI Bill went into effect on August 1st, 2009, and it came about really because of the struggles of soldiers facing war, especially after September 11th of 2001. This post 9/11 GI Bill continued to enhance educational benefits to cover more expenses. It provided a livable allowance for soldiers, money for books, and for the first time, it gave the ability for veterans to transfer unused educational benefits to spouses or children. So the Forever GI Bill, which was passed in 2017 by Donald Trump, it removed the time frame in which service members have access to these benefits, and which was the 15 years originally. And it also gave the GI Bill more access to reservists called under more circumstances, and it also allows Purple Heart recipients to receive GI Bill benefits no matter how long they have served in the military. So, some interesting numbers. By the end of World War II, there were over 15 million veterans who'd be eligible for the GI Bill. And by 1956, almost 10 million veterans had received GI Bill benefits. From 1944 to 1949, $4 billion was given out in unemployment benefits to over 9 million veterans. And after the post 9/11 bill was enacted, almost 290,000 veterans received benefits in the first year alone. So while the GI Bill has been around since World War II, the value of the benefits has declined due to the cost of housing, taxes, the cost of food, the cost of healthcare. By 2007, the GI Bill couldn't even cover the cost of education at many schools. And so, while there have been changes in policy since World War II, in 2011, Congress applied a uniform maximum tuition rate to all for-profit and private universities. They still did maintain that public universities have a fully funded will be fully funded, um, regardless of whether the tuition exceeded the national average. And this change was enacted because of discrepancies in the tuition rates between the two types of schools, specifically because of the private universities' high cost programs such as flight training, nursing, pharmacy, and engineering programs. So there have been plenty of challenges in the history of the GI Bill. Um, Post World War II, there's no distinction in GI Bill benefits between African Americans and whites. But the paths to owning a home as an African American and receiving a college education were very different in that time period. For post 9/11 issues, some of these challenges came from coming from disadvantaged backgrounds, mental health problems such as PTSD, and service connected disabilities. Veterans from the enlisted ranks are also more prone to challenges as well, as enlisted soldiers have historically lower academic performance in high school compared to their officer counterparts.